So hello students, in the previous chapter we have discussed about the expressions to express the concentrations of the solutions. Okay, so in that we have discussed about the mass percentage, volume percentage, and mass by volume percentage, and ppms. Okay, and in this we are going to start with the next expression, that is the mole fraction. Mole fraction. Okay, so what is the mole fraction? Fraction is nothing but number. Okay, fractions. Okay, mole అంటే మీకు తెలుసు కదా, the mole is nothing but a Avogadro number, or you can also express the concentrations, right? So that is the what is the mole fraction? The mole fraction is nothing but it is the ratio of number of moles of a particular component to the total number of moles of all the components in the solution. Okay, right? Suppose you take one example that you know that already. I know you have an idea about the percentage, right? Fractions, you know the fractions, right? Okay, suppose you take one room, okay, and in that there are four different okay, sorry. So let us assume there is a one house, and in that there are four rooms with the equal area. Okay, and now you can say that how much fraction of this area is that. Okay, so how you will say, generally these are the, in a total one house there are four rooms, so that you have to take, this is a one part, and this is another part, and this is a third part, and this is the fourth part. Okay, so when I ask you that what is the fraction of this area, is that simply you can take that this area divided by the total area, this area into the total area. How you will take this total 1 by overall area, you assume it as a 4, that is nothing but the fraction is the 1 by 4. Okay, and come to here, it is also 1 by 4, because this is the one portion and the remaining total it is the 4 portions. Okay, and come to here again, it is a 1 by 4, and I have to come to here 1 by 4. Okay, very similar to that. Suppose you take some vessel in this, suppose you know that 10 students are there. Okay, 10 students are there. Okay, and in that you assume that suppose 5 students are girls and 5 students are boys. Okay, and what is the ratio, what is the fraction of the girls, is that how you will say, simply you take the total girls number divided by the total number. Okay, so that you can get the fraction 1 by 2, and again similarly come to the fraction for the boys, simply 5 by 10. Okay, you can get the 1 by 2. Okay, so like this you can express in the fractions. Okay, so that means whatever that component divided by the total number of components. Okay, similarly here is also mole fraction. Mole fraction is nothing but the ratio of the number of moles of a particular component to the total number of moles of all components in the solution. Okay, you know that in the solution it contains more number of components, more than one number of components. Okay, suppose you take, okay, it is expressed in the capital X. It is a not a small x, it is a capital X. Okay, so it is expressed by the capital X. And if suppose take some example, if a substance A dissolves in a substance B, okay, and number of moles are Na and Nb, ante there is a ఎన్ని moles ఉంది, Na number of moles ఉంది, and B ఎంత ఉంది, Nb number of moles ఉంది. Okay, then the mole fraction of A and B are given as, ఎలా ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేస్తారు అంటే very simple, that mole fraction of A, so that you can write it as a XA. Okay, that is nothing but number of moles of that particular component, that means the number of moles of A divided by the total number of moles of solution. Okay, so that means Na divided by the total Na divided by N, you can write it as a Na divided by N is nothing but total number of moles. But in that solution what are there, A and B are there. Okay, in this solution say A and B only, and what are the corresponding number of moles? That is Na and Nb. Okay, so that means the total N, obviously the total N is nothing but Na plus Nb, Na plus Nb. Okay, that means you can write that Xa is equal to number of moles of that A component divided by the number of moles of A plus number of moles of B. అలా కాకుండా ఇంకొక సి కూడా ఉందనుకోండి, అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తారు, నౌ యూ హ్యావ్ టు యాడ్ ద నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ మోల్స్ ఆఫ్ సి, బట్ ఇక్కడ యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ మోల్స్ ఆఫ్ సి. ఓకే, సో దట్ ఈస్ ద మోల్ ఫ్రాక్షన్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్, దట్ ఈస్ Na by Na plus Nb. సిమిలర్లీ XBకి రాస్తే ఏం చేస్తారు, బి కాంపోనెంట్కి, సో దట్ ఈస్ ద నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ మోల్స్ ఆఫ్ బి కాంపోనెంట్ డివైడెడ్ బై ద టోటల్ నెంబర్, that is again the n number of moles of A plus n number of moles of B, n number of moles of B. Okay, so be careful. Of course nothing logic is there here, only simple. The total number of moles is nothing but the number of moles of each component, that is the sum of the total number of moles of the each component. Okay, but at last the fractions, so total for what you are doing making to the 1. Okay, so that means whatever that is fractions, that should be equal to the 1. సో మీరు ఇదంతా వేసిన తర్వాత ఒక ప్రాబ్లం లోపల అది ఈక్వల్ కి 1కి రాలేదు అనుకోండి, అంటే మోర్ ఆర్ లెస్ ఈక్వల్ టు 1కి రాలేదు అనుకోండి, దెన్ యువర్ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్స్ ఆర్ రాంగ్, ఓకే, యూ హ్యావ్ టు కరెక్ట్. ఓకే, సో నౌ యూ కెన్ అండర్స్టాండ్ దిస్ వెరీ వెల్ బై టేకింగ్ వన్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆర్ బై డూయింగ్ వన్ ప్రాబ్లం. ఓకే, yes, the problem is that you see that the problem 2.1 that is there in the textbook. So what is the problem is that calculate the mole fraction of ethylene glycol. The formula is C2H6O2 in a solution containing 20% of ethylene glycol by mass. Okay, so what he is asking is that calculate the mole fraction of the ethylene glycol in a solution. So దాన్ని క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయమంటున్నాడు. ఓకే, సో హౌ మచ్ ఇట్ కంటైన్స్, జనరలీ ద సొల్యూషన్ కంటైన్స్ హౌ మచ్, 20% ఆఫ్ ఇథిలిన్ గ్లైకాల్ బై మాస్. మాస్ మీన్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఎ మాస్ బై మాస్. ఓకే, మాస్ బై మాస్ పర్సంటేజ్. ఓకే, సో అకార్డింగ్ టు ద మాస్ బై మాస్ పర్సంటేజ్, 20% ఆఫ్ ఇథిలిన్ గ్లైకాల్, దట్ మీన్స్ 20% ఆఫ్ ఇథిలిన్ గ్లైకాల్ మీన్స్ 20 grams of ethylene glycol present in 100 grams of solution. 20 grams, 20% means 20 grams of that ethylene glycol present in 100 grams of solution. 100 grams of solution lo 20 grams emundi ethylene glycol undi. Okay, so that means the solution is equal to 100 grams and the solute is only 20 grams. Now what is the solvent weight? So 100 minus 20, that is nothing but the 80 grams of solvent. Okay, here it is not mentioned the solvent. What is the solvent? Okay, you let us assume the solvent is the water. The solvent is water. Okay, so now you have to calculate the mole fraction. You have to calculate the mole fraction of ethylene glycol. Okay, so how can you calculate the mole fractions? You know that according to the mole fractions, you know that how can you calculate the mole fraction? If you want to calculate the mole fraction of ethylene glycol, that means mole fraction of C2H6O2, it is nothing but the number of moles of this component C2H6O2 divided by the number of moles of total number of moles. So any components unnai, again 2 components unnai. Okay, so that is nothing but ethylene glycol in plus water, ethylene glycol plus water. Okay, so that means the number of moles of again C2H6 ethylene glycol plus the number of moles of water. Okay, so if you have these number of moles, then you can easily find out the mole fraction. But ee values unnaya manaki ichara? No. Okay, so what you have to do, first you have to calculate this. Okay, so first how can you calculate the number of moles of C2H6O2, the number of moles etla calculate chestam mari is that, what is the number of moles? It is nothing but the mass by molar mass. Okay, mass by molar, again mass of ethylene glycol divided by the molar mass of the ethylene glycol. What is the mass of the ethylene glycol? That is, you know that 20 grams. Okay, 20% ani ichadu kada. Okay, that means 20 grams will be there in the 100 grams of solution. Okay, or else you can say that 80 grams of water, 80 grams of water. Okay, right? So that means the mass, that means the number of moles of C2H6O2 is equal to mass is equal to how much? 20 grams divided by what is the molar mass then? Molar mass ela chestaru? Very simple, you have to calculate C2H6O2 ante kada, C6C2H6O2. Okay, so for this you have to calculate the molar mass. How you can calculate? Very simple, carbon 2 into 12 plus hydrogen, what is that atomic mass? That is 6 into 1 plus oxygen 2 into how much? 16, 2 into 16, right? Okay, so that you calculate. Okay, how much it is? 24 plus 6 plus 32, that is 30 plus 32, 62 grams per mole. You can write it as a 62 grams per mole. Okay, so what is that molar mass of this ethylene glycol? This is nothing but a molar mass, so that is 62 gram per mole. So gram cancel and you can get the 20 by 62. You make the 20 by 62, it is nothing but 0.322 mole. You can get the 0.322 moles. Okay, now you have a value of this, okay, and same thing here is also you have. But what is this number of moles of water? What is the number of moles of water? You can calculate the number of moles of water, that is equal mass of water divided by the molar mass. Okay, what is the mass of water? You know that is a 80 grams. Okay, here it is a 80 grams of water divided by what is the molar mass? The molar mass is nothing but again water, H2O, so the 2 into 1 plus oxygen, how much? 16. So that is 18 grams per mole. It is nothing but 18 grams per mole. So that you write it at 18 grams per mole. So grams cancel. It is nothing but 80 by 18 is nothing but 4.444 moles. Okay, so that means you have a this value and you have a this value. Okay, so then you substitute all these values to get the mole fraction. Okay, what is that? The number of moles of ethylene glycol is that 0.322 divided by again 0.322 plus 4.44. Okay, so when you do it, you can get this value. Okay, that is 0.068. That is the mole fraction of ethylene glycol. Okay, this is only the answer, but if you want to again calculate the mole fraction of the water, simply you take the number of moles of water instead of the number of moles of ethylene glycol. ఏ కాంపోనెంట్కి అయితే తీసుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నామో అది పైన ఉండాలి, అవునా కదా? సో దట్ ఈస్ డివైడెడ్ బై ద టోటల్ నెంబర్. Okay, that is 4.444 divided by total number, you can get 0.932. And or else obviously you know that the total number of components must be is equal to the 1, అవునా కదా? So that means mole fraction of the H2O is equal 1 minus mole fraction of this, so that it is 1 minus 0.068, it is nothing but 0.932. Okay, so like this you have to calculate the mole fractions. Okay, right? Okay, so this is about the mole fraction, right? And the next one is that, and the next topic is that molarity. Next topic is molarity. Okay, so what is this molarity? Is that again we have a molarity, molality and normality. Three more expressions are there. So first we can see that molarity. What is this molarity? Is that it is defined as the number of moles of the solute that is present in a 1 liter of solution. 1 liter of solution. Okay, ante em cheppadu, the number of moles of solute divided by 1 liter of solution, and it is expressed in the capital M, with the capital M. Okay, so that is M is equal to number of moles of solute divided by the volume of the solution in 1 liters. Okay, or else you can call it as a liters. Okay, in liters. Okay, that you can also write like this, that is the M is equal to N by V in the liters. N by V in the liters. N ante enti? That is number of moles of solute. Okay, N is equal to number of moles of solute. Okay, or else వాల్యూమ్ ని లీటర్స్ లో కాకుండా మనం ml లో కనుక ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేయాలి అంటే ఏం రాస్తారంటే the M is equal to N into 1000 divided by V in ml. Okay, so you don't confuse that. Suppose, what is the first principle? That the molarity is equal to the number of moles of solute divided by V in liters. V in liters. Okay, so when you want to take this V in the ml, suppose okay problem lopata they'll expressed in the ml. Okay, so suppose manaku 500 ml ఇచ్చారు మనకి ఒక ప్రాబ్లం లోపల. ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ వాట్ యూ విల్ డూ, వీ విల్ కన్వర్ట్ దిస్ ml టు ద లీటర్స్, ఇంటూ ద లీటర్స్. సో దానికి ఏం చేస్తాం, మనకి యు నో దట్ 1 లీటర్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 1000 ml, దెన్ 500 ml ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు హౌ మచ్. సో అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాం, 500 ml ఇంటూ 1 లీటర్ డివైడెడ్ బై 1000 ml. అవునా కదా. సో వెరీ సింపుల్, దట్ ఈస్ 500 divided by 1000 ml. Then you can get the 0.5 liters. 0.5 liters. Okay, so here what I am doing, directly what I am taking, I will multiply. Suppose if I take n solute divided by V in ml, so దీన్ని ఏం చేస్తాను నేను, దీన్ని డివైడెడ్ బై చేస్తాను 1000 ml తో. ఎందుకంటే దీన్ని డివైడ్ చేస్తేనే కదా యూ విల్ గెట్ ఇన్ టు ద లీటర్స్. ఓకే, సో దట్ యూ కెన్ రైట్ ఇట్ యాజ్ m is equal to number of moles of solute divided by V if I am expressed in the ml, that is divided by the 1000 ml. సో మరి ఇలా ఉంటే ఏం చేస్తాం మనము, 1 తీసుకొని you have to multiply, so that you can write it as n into 1000 divided by V will be expressed in the ml. Okay, so that is the reason why they have given, they multiplied with the 1000, they multiplied with the 1000. Okay, very simple, right? Okay, so now we can see a problem based on the molarity. Okay, so what is the problem is that the problem is calculate the molarity of a solution containing 5 grams of sodium hydroxide in 450 ml of solution. 450 ml of solution. Okay, so how can you calculate? Is that very simple. What is the solute, what is the molarity? Molarity is nothing but the number of moles of solute present in the V liters. Okay, solution, V liters of solution. Okay, so here what is the solute? The solute is small quantity, that is the 5 grams of sodium hydroxide. And what is the solvent? It is a 450 ml. It is a solution only, direct solution only. Okay, so what he has given, the solute, that is 5 grams, and the solution value how much? It is a 450 ml. 450 ml. Okay, so what is the molarity? The molarity is nothing but the number of moles of solute divided by number of moles of solute divided by the volume, either in liters, this is in the liters, or m is equal to number of moles of solute into 1000 divided by the V in ml. Okay, so that means you want to calculate the molarity of that. What you require number of moles of solute and the volume. Okay, so but in this problem you see here we don't have a number of moles, just we have a mass and the solution, volume of the solution. Okay, but we need the number of moles. Okay, is there any possibility to calculate, right? Okay, yes, obviously the n is nothing but the mass by molar mass. So what is the mass? The mass is nothing but, what is the mass? It is a 5 grams. The mass is 5 grams. Then what is the molar mass of the sodium hydroxide? What is the molar mass of the sodium hydroxide? You have to calculate. Sodium how much? Oxygen is 16, hydrogen is 1 and 17, plus what is the sodium? The sodium is the remaining. Okay, so overall the sodium hydroxide is 40 means just very simple, sodium hydroxide, it is a 16 plus 1 plus 17 plus 13, this is a 40 gram per mole. Okay, so that means the number of moles is equal 5 grams by 40 grams per mole. So when you cancel 5 by 40, right, 5 by 40. Okay, so that is nothing but 0.125. Okay, so now in the molarity expression you write the number of moles, 0.125 into 1000 divided by what is the volume, 450 ml. Okay, when you do it you can get the 0.278 moles per liter, moles per ml, mole per ml. Okay, no, it is only moles per liter, it is not for ml. Okay, it is moles per liter, because the units for the molarity is, what are the units? That is moles per liter, okay. Or in some cases they'll also express the moles per decimeter cube anna kuda liter annate. Okay, right. So this is the problem to express. Okay, and in the next lecture the remaining two expressions, that molality and normality, we are going to be discuss. Okay, right.